As you know, Preschool in a Box is the one thing I wished I had when I started my preschool. It will help you get your preschool started quick and easy without wasting time or money doing the wrong things in the wrong order. Now, as a member of Preschool All-Stars, you can get your Preschool in a Box for 50% off. Here's a sample for you to enjoy. In today's sample of Preschool in a Box, we're going to be showing you behind the scenes of our Fundamentals Preschool Curriculum, which is included in Preschool in a Box. Everyone gets 1 year of curriculum inside Preschool in a Box, and if they choose to, they can add on the second year of curriculum when they are ordering.
And I know you guys are like going to freak out about these. These are my curriculum manuals, and I know that you have been talking a lot about these in the group, and you're like, Joy, how can I just get your curriculum? Like maybe I don't want Preschool in a Box, or maybe I can't afford it right now, or whatever it is. Truth is, guys, with a payment plan, even just one of these would cost the exact same as your first month of a payment plan. So you're going to get a huge smoking deal when you get everything together, because I don't do a la carte. And by the way, I'm not doing Black Friday this year. So gosh, I've got a huge launch, right? We just did this launch and I'm moving. So I'm not doing Black Friday. I'm refusing to. I'm going to be I'm just going to support my Preschool All-Star. So there will be no a la carte, and you can take that to the bank 100%. I will not email you about Black Friday. Okay. So period. I always do a Black Friday sale, not really sell, but just I do things a la carte on Black Friday, but I'm not doing that this year. So here you go. Here you got your preschool curriculum year 1. Now this is 500 pages. Look at this goodness right here. Holy cow, 500 pages, all your lesson plans, activity outlines, everything you need, right? To be able to start your preschool and teach preschool without having to come up with ideas every single night. That's what happened to me when I first started my preschool. I was like, oh my gosh, there's like so many ideas on Pinterest. Pinterest was my jam back then. Pinterest and blogs and just all the different websites. There's too much content. Somebody's like, but there's so much free stuff. Yeah, there is. And you know how much time you're going to spend going through the free stuff? If that's what you love doing, awesome. Well, I didn't like doing that, right? I don't want to spend 2 hours every night preparing for my next day's curriculum, right? Yes, it is a whole year. This is a whole year of curriculum. It is theme-based. That means that you're going to start where we at. Start with astronomy, and then move on to baking, caterpillars. It's actually not in this order, actually. Here's A through Z, but it's not in this order. Somebody asked me in our live, was it last night? So much has happened in the last couple of days. They said, Joy, did you plan out the whole year? Yes, my friend, look at this. Recommended outline. So we actually start with caterpillars and luau and nursery rhymes, because of course it has to do about the holidays and the seasons, yeah? So yes, I planned out the whole curriculum for you. The whole year, look at that, okay? So you've got the whole year there. So what you have here is, and I'm not gonna go too much into curriculum, I will drop the link so you can see it, just a general synopsis or a sample of our curriculum. But basically, so this is year 1, or you can change your curriculum. You can do a different planning calendar. This is how you can plan your days if you want to, or you don't even have to. Literally, you could just turn the page. Here's some enrichment ideas, snacks, talk time activities, did you know facts, video clips, field trips you can go to. Fine motor, gross motor activities. Somebody asked if we differentiate between 3 or 4 or 5-year-olds. The whole curriculum, guys, for both years is for ages 3 to 5. The idea is not, let me clarify, the idea is not for your 3-year-olds to go through this. Oops, hold up, y'all. I got some goodness in here. I got all these fun little blue things. Okay, this is year 2. The idea is not for preschoolers to go through this and 4-year-olds to go through this. That's not the idea. This is for ages 3 to 5. This is for ages 3 to 5. This is year 1, year 2. It doesn't matter what year you start with. You can start with year 2. Sorry, you can start with year 2. Makes sense? I give you year 1 in Preschool in a Box because it is that important. You have to have it, okay? If you want to upgrade, it's $97 to get year 2. You get this physical 1 plus digital, okay? So worth it, okay? It's yellow and green. Green is year 1. What's up? Oh, take any bathroom. Buddy's home. Might get crazy in here in a second. All the family's home now. Anyways, okay, so this is for curriculum. Now, some people are like, does it work for online and local? Yes, it works for online and local. So fine motor, gross motor. So the thing is, guys, you're going to need to understand how your students, where your students are assessment-wise. This is not assessment, okay? But once you know where your students are at, then, yes, you can figure out what to teach them, of course. What do you do, though? You open up your manual, and you're like, circle time. I'm going to start with circle time. And it says, Welcome all the children into a circle. Let the children discuss their sharing items. Pledge of Allegiance. Recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Do you see how much it's broken down? Calendar and weather. Discuss the weather and the calendar. Practice the days of the week and the months of the year song, and clap when you get to the current day or month. Letter of the week. Using the letter card, discuss the letter A. Do you get what I'm saying? Everything in here is broken down. This is the simplest way. It is 2.5 hours of a lesson. And guys, you can make it longer, you can make it shorter. If you have online preschool, you do 30-minute classes, not a big deal. Pick your favorites, but you don't have to scour a bunch of websites trying to find astronomy activities when they're already right here. Make sense? Okay, this is the best. This is my curriculum that I built, and it's been tested by thousands of preschool owners in thousands of classrooms. Okay, so this is an amazing curriculum. Now, this is like the foundation. Any curriculum should never be solo, because eventually, as you get to become a better teacher, you're going to want to add more curriculums. Okay, that's great, but this one gets you off to the races. Okay, so what we also have is let's see. So we have every curriculum is circle time, school time, discovery time, activity time, rhythms and movement. We got exploration, arts and crafts, snack time, reading time, story time, life skills, pup shows, gross motor skills, and a farewell. So it has so much in here. Do you guys love my curriculum? Somebody asked, what is this called? Where do you find it? This is my fundamentals preschool curriculum, but you cannot buy it anywhere else. It only comes in my preschool in a box. I do not sell it anywhere else, okay? Let's see. Somebody said, you're offering your program in Spanish. How can the box help you? So we actually have one of our preschool all-stars. Her name is Kristen Lucas Smith, and she is doing, what box is this? Preschool in a box. Kristen Lucas Smith is doing a bilingual preschool, and she uses our curriculum as well. So sure, it's not in Spanish. That's correct. So I'm going to have to probably ask you to, figure out how you would use it. But she uses our curriculum, and then she just does her own variation of whatever she would like to do. So you guys are loving this? Awesome. Let me see some comments. If you guys have any questions, please. Yes, more activities than the internet. Let's see. Yeah, if you have any questions at all, put it in the thing. Is it 2 separate boxes? How much is the box? Oh, we're going to talk to you in a second. Is it too late to upgrade? So guys, it's not an upgrade. This is a preschool in a box where you could get it after you join Preschool All-Stars membership. It's not even in the checking out process. You can't get it that way. It's a separate link. I will show you where it's at so you can go get it after we jump off our live. So this is our curriculum inside Preschool in a Box. Looks like some new people just jumped in. Anyways, this is year 1, and it comes with Preschool in a Box. If you want year 2, you can, when you buy Preschool in a Box, you can request, you can just click a box and it says, do you want year 2? Yes, you do. The reason why, guys, you want 2 years of revolving curriculum is because with your preschoolers, guess what? You're going to have them for 2 years. And if you try to teach the same activities to a 3-year-old and then a 4-year-old the next year, your parents are going to notice the different, or going to notice the same activities. They're going to notice the same worksheet or the same whatever it is, right? Activity or whatever it is. They're going to notice that coming home. So you don't want that. So that's why we have 2 different revolving years of curriculum. This one is like all about me, balloons, clouds, dinosaurs, Eric Carle, farms, etc. Okay, A through Z lesson plans and printables. So for instance, let's pull up that astronomy. Remember we talked about astronomy? And so you can obviously, here's astronomy. And then as you scroll down, what you're going to see is the exact same thing from the curriculum manual, which is pretty cool. So you have it in digital format here. But then here's what's really cool. If you scroll all the way down, guys, then you have your printables, okay? So you have some worksheets and different things like that, right? You have your, actually, these are not the worksheets. This is just some of the activities for that week, okay? But let me show you, I'll show you in a second, the actual worksheets. Let's find, where did we go? Where did we go? Let's go back to downloads, and there we go. Okay, good. So you have all of those, like for instance, let's open up baking, okay? So if you scroll down to the very bottom, these are the things that are not in the curriculum manual that you would need, that you would want to print, right? So you have letter forms. You can print your letters, show them how to write their letters. You also have cute little animals that sing songs. That have rhymes with them as well. You have different things because these go along with your activities in your curriculum. So if you ever have anything that is a printable or things like that, it's here in digital form for you to easily print, because obviously it'd be hard to like use one of these and then you have to make copies for every child, right? So it's easier to just print. So super fun. Now let's go to, let me back out of this here. Okay, so now not only do you have that, but then you have your, let's show you this. Well, again, and the holidays are very similar. So you have 10 holidays, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 holidays, and your A through Z lesson plans. That's a full 36 weeks. So 9 months of curriculum. Of course, if you have a 10-month program, you can stretch it out a little bit, not a big deal. Then what you also get is you also get your alphabet skill builder bonus pack. Okay, now here's like letter A. So here's some worksheets, and I know we could like have some conversations about worksheets, right? I agree that worksheets are not developmentally appropriate until the child is physically and developmentally ready to be able to hold a pencil, guys. But it doesn't mean that we can't use our finger or finger paint or any other fun thing like a Q-tip. Does that make sense? Okay, you don't have to do pen to paper. You can do all sorts of fun things. So yes, I'm giving you worksheets because there's fun ways you could do this. You could do these also with stickers, okay? Here's your letter A. Have them put little smiley face stickers on the letter A. Do you get what I'm saying? So I know that there's a huge debate with worksheets in the preschool community, but that's because people are just like, oh, well, just putting a 3-year-old with a pencil in their hand, making them do worksheets is not developmentally appropriate. I agree. Okay, but I include them because sometimes you have pre-K students who are ready for these things. And sometimes you have other kiddos who aren't ready for them. Okay, it's all based on what they're ready for, but you can still do 3-year-olds with these other ways when you, let me scooch this over here, when you do it in a fun manner, right? We can do painting on this. We can do all sorts of fun stuff. So anyway, so here's your B's, right? So you got B's, and then, yeah, so you have one for every single letter. You got C for Caleb the cat. Let me show you Caleb the cat right there. You have D for Daniel the dog. He's right there. There's Daniel the dog. You have E for Evan the elephant. Okay, so just really, really fun. So that's your alphabet skill builder bonus pack. Let's see, let's go on to introduction and planning guides, letter cards, okay? And so this is, like I said, this is where if you just wanted to print them out on cardstock, you could do that very easily by clicking print. If you wanted to do letter pals, these are your animal cards, right? Andrew the alligator, it's got his cute little phrase. You can just print that on a cardstock paper for you to have in your school. Of course, our curriculum teaches you how to use these, right? And then theme storytellers. This one is fun, and I love this. So the theme storytellers, and we have different ones for every year. What it is like, hey, I love to create a journal at the end of the year for our preschoolers, and you can actually add that as a bonus with your, what do you call it? You can actually add that as a value add, right? So whenever you're adding free, I like to give a portfolio out to my students at the end of the year, showing a lot of their artwork, but this is also really fun. You could do their journal and do it for the whole year, and it's super easy. You just click print for every student, and all of a sudden you have a complete 36 pages for a journal, and really, really cute, okay, that parents can keep forever. So you could do your astronomy lesson, and then what you do is you ask this question. If I lived on a different planet, I would call it. So what you do is you sit down with a child or children, and you say, hey, well, usually one-on-one, what you do is you say, hey, everybody, think about, as you're doing a big group work or something, or small group, you could say, hey, think about living on a different planet, okay? Let's draw your different planet, okay? And so then this rectangle space is where they're going to draw their different planet, right? And then what you would say is you would go to each child, you'd say, what was that planet named, right? So if I lived on a different planet, I would call it this, right? Let's do another one. So it's really fun because you get the child's words because you write them down, but then you also get to see their print as well. Sorry, not their print, their drawing. Of course, if they were able to, they could certainly print their own answer too. My favorite food is, right? And so they're going to draw it, and then you would write, or they could write if they were advanced kiddos, caterpillars. It would be funny if a caterpillar turned into right? Like what could they turn into? So that would be fun to know. Dragons. Let's see, if I had a dragon, he would protect my, do you get what I'm saying? So all these fun storytellers, and they make into such a cute journal for these kiddos. Now, somebody did ask me a question about a month ago about online preschool, and they said, hey, I love all of your worksheets and stuff. I want to send them to my preschoolers, but I'm nervous because, of course, it's copyrighted material. Here's the deal, guys. You cannot sell my materials, right? Like, this is mine. I made it. You cannot resell it. You also can't give it away for free on the internet, right? Like, you can't go make a website and be like, hey, here's some free worksheets. Here you go. Like, that's not cool. You can't do that. It's copyrighted material. What you can do is use them for your own personal use within your own preschool, okay? So you can't go create a franchise preschool and then buy one curriculum and then be like, sweet, we got curriculum for all 36 locations. You can't do that. That would be a licensing kind of a thing. But what you can do is if you're like, hey, I have a preschool, it's local or online, and I would like to use your worksheets for my preschool, I would say, awesome, go for it. So how could you do that with online? Easy. You would go ahead and just send this to the parent digitally.
Wasn't that amazing? Oh, sorry I had to cut it off early, but I hope that you've enjoyed this sample training. If you want the rest of the training and you'd also like to get 50% off your preschool in a box, then I invite you to join Preschool All-Stars.
Hey, have you heard about Preschool in a Box? It's literally the one thing I wished I had when I started my preschool 10 years ago. It would have saved me so much time and so much money. Instead, I did the wrong things at the wrong time. Waste of time, I tell you. I can't wait to tell you all about Preschool in a Box. All the things I wished I had, like curriculum. Oh my gosh, can I even tell you how many hours I spent every single night on Pinterest and Facebook groups and the blogs and Google trying to find activities to do for lessons the next day. Or forms. What the heck was I supposed to give to my preschool families? What was I supposed to include in a policies and procedures handbook? Or marketing. How was I supposed to sign up kids? I had a preschool to fill and I had money that I needed at the end of the month, but how was I going to get that tuition, right? All of those components are inside of Preschool in a Box and a whole lot more. I want to get you Preschool in a Box. I've got an exclusive opportunity for you. When you join our Preschool All-Stars membership, not only will you be surrounded by myself and hundreds of preschool owners cheering you on during your journey, you get an exclusive discount on Preschool in a Box. I'm talking out of this world. When people see it, they kind of lose their mind. They're so excited, ready to grab it right away. I can't wait to get you your exclusive discount on Preschool in a Box. Just join Preschool All-Stars. Click the link in the description or go to preschoolallstars.com. It's going to be like Christmas.